Face off to the left of Russo. It's the Hawks who win it, and a shot on goal, and it's a big save by Russo off the deflection, and here comes Marist the other way. They'll send it up. Tyler Stoneman on a race for it. Hawks trying to get it out. Good keeping by Barone. They'll send it across. The one-timer is whistled high and wide. Captain the zone, Hickman. Across Stoneman to Barone. Barone back on it with the puck. He'll send it down to the circle. Little pressure there by the Hawks. They're going to send it in. Huang behind the net. And they'll send it in front. Nobody home, and it's a clear. 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Standing behind the net again. .55 seconds left. And there was another penalty that happened. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for the Red Foxes. 37 seconds left on the first penalty, and then they'll get abbreviated 5-on-4 power play. A face-off win for Marist. 55 seconds. 5-on-3. The looks are going to take their time. Casey across the circle. Back to Casey. Casey across with a shot, and it's saved by Sorensen, who was screened but still saw the puck. On a 5-on-3 power play, this is where you look to take your time. You got quick passes, and the defense will be startled. That's what you look to do, and then you get an open shot for what should be an easy goal. It's going to be a face-off to the left of Sorensen. Casey loses the draw. Trying to clear, but it stayed in. Bouncing puck, Casey across. They'll get a good look. Christian Weil trying to pass it in front, and Sorensen says no. To the point. Casey with a time, one-timer, it goes wide. The first penalty is up for the Hawks, and we get a whistle. And it's going to go, there's going to be a penalty against Marist, and you hate to see that, especially on a 5-on-3 power play. They'll make it a 4-on-4 power play for 1 minute and 22 seconds, and then there will be an abbreviated 38-second power play for the Hawks. Marist won the face-off. Send it behind the net. Over across to Hickman. He'll take his time. It's a hooking penalty against the Red Foxes. So we'll play some 4-on-4 here. Marist are going to take their time. Sends it across to Barone. Barone back to Hickman. Hickman, a shot. Steered wide by Sorensen. Fans looking for a call there. They didn't get one. Here comes the Hawks with a shot and a save by Russo. They get their own rebound. Kept in the zone. A shot from the point, easily seen by Russo to stop play with 30 seconds left on the Marist power play and 1:08 left on the Hawks power play. Face-off won by Marist. It's taken by Stoneman. He'll lift it up over the head of the defenseman. It's a race for the puck. Jack Casey wins the rush. He gets sent down. Capped in. A shot. Didn't get through. Blocked in front. Behind the net. Here's the power play. for the Hawks. 35 seconds left of 5-on-4. They'll send it back to the point. A shot from the point gets through to Russo, and he covers up with 22 seconds left on the power play. It's a face-off win for the Hawks. Looking to set up. A shot from the point never got through. A fight for the puck along the boards. Hawks take over. Behind the net of Russo. Sent in front, deflected wide. Fight for it along the boards, trying to clear, and they do. And the penalty is over. It's a race for the puck. Hawks get back to it, and they'll send it in. Breakout pass up the ice, nobody there, and it's right back to the Hawks' possession. Now the Hawks try to send it in, and that never got through. Right back to the Red Foxes. Play up the boards to Stoneman. Stoneman coming in is going to play it across to Michael Russo. Michael Russo fighting for it along the boards. A good opportunity, and he couldn't get the puck. It jumped over his stick. Stoneman going to take it back. Take his time. Stoneman coming up, dispossessed of the puck, and here comes the Hawks back the other way. With a shot that goes wide of the net. Stoneman on the puck again. He'll send it in. And Stoneman and Russo will change off for two fresh sets of legs. Fight for it along the boards. And that's the Hawks who take it, but they couldn't get it out. A good opportunity for Marist, and they score! Chris Satera ties the game for the Red Foxes. It's 1-1. Sorensen got some of it. He didn't get all of it. Chris Satera puts the Red Foxes on the board. It's 1-1.
Perfect time to get everything back. You get a Red Fox goal. That's exactly what you want to see. We apologize for all those watching. Technical difficulties with the connection between YouTube and OBS, but it seems like we're back on. We got everything going. So you missed the first goal for Roger Williams, but you got to see the Marist goal. So certainly something that fans wanted to see, right, Nick?
Oh, absolutely. This is going to hype up the crowd a little bit. And you're going to see that Marist start to do a little bit more of that. You know, they're feeling good now, right after a goal with 2.5 minutes to go. See if they get another quick one late in the first period.
Like you mentioned, 2.5 minutes. A couple of power plays ended up happening earlier. Let's just give them a brief rundown of what's happened so far. So Roger Williams got the goal. Around what time was the goal?
Around 16 minutes is when Roger Williams scored their power play goal. And that was a shot, and it hit off the post and out of play.
So Roger Williams had the goal earlier. There was a couple of penalties earlier. Red Foxes had an opportunity to score. They didn't score on a power play early on in this game, but they scored on that last drive. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in period number 1. Also to note, both teams have brothers. The Red Foxes, the Faraday brothers, the Hawks, the Defo brothers, both from Massachusetts, even though neither team is from Massachusetts. The Red Foxes brothers are from Hanover, Massachusetts, and the Hawks are from Newburyport, Massachusetts. So a couple of things to note as we just got the broadcast ready. 1:40 remaining in period number 1 alongside Nick Passione. I'm Derek DeGallo. Thank you guys for staying with us throughout the technical difficulties as we try to get everything figured out. And that's a shot wide that time by the Hawks. It was Jacob Apira from Dover, New Hampshire. So now Jack Casey on the other end has a chance, but that's deflected by the Hawks now. 1:15 remaining in period number 1. And that's going to be a high stick, and it will be. 1:12 remaining in period number 1, and we talked about it from the open. Those who weren't able to listen to it. Pretty much the open, Red Foxes coming off a loss against Siena 8-5. The big key for this game was just defense, and so far in period number 1, they've been able to make sure they can stay in the game and not give up a ton of goals, only giving up 1 so far with 1 minute remaining in period number 1. And on the other side for Roger Williams, you from Rhode Island, Bristol, Rhode Island, 3.5-hour car ride up. So certainly want to come up victorious. Don't want to have a long car ride back. So,
That's sent in front.
My great state in Rhode Island, where I'm from. Bristol, about 45 minutes from my house. This time, Roger Williams with an opportunity. Tried to go in front. That's going to be blocked that time by Williams.
Marist couldn't get it out. Roger Williams still possessing the puck.
That's going to be batted around. That's going to be pushed off to the side.
Good clear by the Red Foxes. It's much needed. They had tired legs out there, and it didn't go down for an icing, so that was well played. Here's Hickman.
10 seconds remaining in this first period. And the Hawks are going to just try to kill the clock at this point in time and not try to do anything special, as it's going to be the end of period number 1. We're back to even. Roger Williams took the first goal, but then right after we got the broadcast set up, they take the second. 1-1 after 1. We'll be right back on the Marist Hockey YouTube channel. Welcome back to period number 2. Tied at 1. Goalies ready. Face off. 1 by the Hawks. Already some slippage early on, just trying to get used to the new ice. Hickman with it. Loses it. It's the Hawks puck. In the meantime, it's going to go off the board. And Barone found it and gives it to Hickman. Trying to make a move was Hickman, but it's going to be stopped that time by...
And there's a delayed penalty coming.
And there's the penalty.
It's going to go against Hickman. An early power play for the Hawks.
So Hickman will be in the box for 2 minutes. Rousseau's making sure that his footing's working. Tying his shoes, it looks like, so he'll be ready. What is it like trying to tie your shoes as a goalie?
That's hard, especially with all the pads on. I don't know what's happening. He has his glove off. Something must have gotten unstrapped on a pad or something. Looks like he fixed it, and looks like we are ready to go. Face off to the left of Russo.
1 by the Red Foxes. So the call was elbowing. So Hickman will be in the box for 2 minutes. Now it's down to 1:40, 19 minutes in period number 2 with the Hawks on the power play. Goes the Hawks, trying to get goal number 2 in this game.
Yeah, this is a big penalty kill for the Red Foxes here. That penalty was taken only 36 seconds into the period. This has got to be a big kill, otherwise it's going to be a big momentum swing if you let the Hawks get on the board and take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, especially when your last goal was 2 minutes right before the end of period number 1.
Looks like Russo's still trying to fix something. He feels uncomfortable or bothered by his right strap on the leg pad. But he'll get back up, and we'll continue on with the Red Fox face-off win. Shot from the point, whistles wide.
Now the Hawks putting pressure 50 seconds of the power play.
Shot blocked by Stoneman and cleared away.
Now 40 seconds left for the Hawks to try to get a goal here. Moving forward, this time it's over to Codine. Codine with a shot. That one's going to go just over the net. He's with it again. And the Red Foxes clear it here. So now 20 seconds left of the power play for the Hawks.
Yeah, so far it's been a good penalty kill for the Red Foxes. Only giving up that one opportunity, which was whistled wide. And Marist, again, cannot let him score. It's going to be another momentum swing, and that one hits off the ref as it was trying to be cleared down.
Taylor just pushed it down the ice, and it looks like the Red Foxes will get the first power play kill of period number 2. Buchik with it for the Red Foxes. He's going to put a shot on net, and that one's going to go way high.
Yeah, that's a good steal. He pickpocketed one of the Hawks players, and that was a good look. Obviously, they got back on defense, so he couldn't get in on the net. But that's an early shot on goal. No, excuse me, not shot on goal, shot attempt for the Red Foxes.
Now 17-10 remaining in period number 2. Wild with it for the Red Foxes. And he just gets lost there.
Wild with a good opportunity. He was dispossessed of the puck, trying to get in. He was trying to go 4-on-1, which would never work. Russo behind the net. He'll touch up the puck.
Casey just floating it down the ice. As it's Barone with it on the near side, and he gets a shot off. It's just going to go right into the glove of the goalie there.
Christian Wild there, after the goalie touched up the puck, he was getting into it with a couple of the Hawks defensemen. It'll be a face-off to the right of Sorensen.
It's going to be Heaney for the face-off from Marist. Kwong with it, pushed it forward. Heaney finds the puck and he gets it. Heaney had a goal in the last road game that the Red Foxes had.
That was a short little shot. From the point, it was deflected by Heaney, and Sorensen made the save through traffic.
Fairly over to Berg, it looks like. Yep. Wager Bauer. Now one goes past the ice a little bit, but he's going to put a little bit of a hit on one of the Hawks. It's going to be a delayed penalty. As Heaney's going to head to the box.
Another penalty early in the second period. That's already 2 penalties against the Red Foxes with more than 16 minutes to go. They got to clean it up a little bit if they want to try to stay in this game tied at 1. You can't be giving the Hawks this opportunity because they will capitalize. That's how they got their first goal in the first period, off a power play.
High sticking was the call on Heaney. So 140 of the power play for the Hawks, 15:40 in period number 2.
That breakout pass was sent too far down the ice and cleared by the Red Foxes. Russo on the race for the puck.
And there's going to be a delayed penalty. And there's going to be a penalty as it's going to be Alex forward. Nope. It's going to be Peyton Defoe to the box. One of their leaders, one of their goal scorers. So having the captain in the box, not something you want to see. But guess what we got, Nick?
4-on-4.
Gotta love 4-on-4 hockey. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 1:25, and then the Red Foxes will be on the power play for about 30 to 35 seconds.
Marist is going to take their time behind Russo.
Williams with it. Giving over to his other defenseman in Barone. Barone pushing it forward to Hickman, and it goes past him to Buchik. Buchik makes a move. Tried to have a pass to Hickman, but that one's going to be blocked that time by Sanaghetti. Williams with it. Now it's this time. Shot saved by Rousseau. That shot was by Marshall for the Hawks.
Yeah, Shane Marshall, he forced a turnover against Marist, and he was in with a good look. Russo stands tall and denies him. It's still 1-1. That's a big save.
Certainly is a big save.
Face-off won by Marist. They're just going to keep it behind the net. They're going to keep ticking the time off of the Hawks power play, and then they'll get their abbreviated power play. That's what they're trying to do. 32 seconds left on the Hawk power play.
You mean on 4-on-4 hockey? Opportunity for Miller. That one goes just wide. No, it's Bruno, not Miller. Excuse me. Keo with it for Marist. Now he's going to go right past him, but Marist comes back with it. Shot wide, that time by Fairdy.
Here's the abbreviated power play for Marist. They have 25 seconds left. The puck will clear the zone.
Moving forward, Casey with it. Captain. He loses it. Gets it right back. They want a delayed penalty. It looks like there will be a penalty. We'll see what the official call is.
Jack Casey is calling for a hooking as one of the Hawks players' sticks got caught up in him, and he's trying to explain to the ref that they missed one.
So no penalty on either side there. You're just going to let it play out. So 15 seconds for the Red Fox power play here. 13:45 remaining in period number 2. Buchik wins the faceoff for the Red Foxes over to Stoneman. They got 10 seconds of the power play. Might want to go fast here, which they thought about it, and they will try to get a shot off possibly right after the Hawks get back. Stoneman's stick goes down. He's just going to kick the puck a little bit just so he can get things going. Now back to 5-on-5. Stoneman with it, just pushing it forward. But the Hawks get it right back, and they're just going to float it down the ice for an icing. A little bit of a delayed icing call there. .13:07 remaining in period number 2.
Yeah, so far not much happening, even with all the penalties that happened. There was 4 that happened in the first 7 minutes of this game, but not much happened out of those penalties.
Not much indeed. Puck floating around, going to go to the Hawks. Inside, luckily nobody from Marist was there. Be Roger Williams. Satara gets back, and he's just going to pump the puck up just a little bit further.
Here's
Rousseau
freshman Michael Russo taking it on his own. He'll go out wide.
He gets hit a little bit. Looks like he almost lost the puck. There's 4 guys right there, 2 of Marist and 2 of Roger Williams, but Roger Williams gets it. Or the abbreviation RWU. RWU moving forward. And here's the opportunity for the Red Foxes that they might want here is Berg. Gives it over to Satara, back to Berg. Berg looking for help. Gives it back to Satara, tries to go middle, but no one there. Now this time it's going to be LaPerry. He gets a shot off, but that's going to go right off of Rousseau. And Rousseau is going to just clean it right up.
That's a big blocker save by Michael Rousseau. There's a good opportunity, and that was who was driving in. It was Jacob LaPierre who put the shot in. It was one-on-one against Marist defenseman Jack Barone. And Michael Rousseau saw the puck the full way, blocker to the side, he got the rebound too.
Now Heaney for the face-off for Marist. Ooh, and it's just stuck. Opportunity, that goes in the back of the net. Roger Williams getting another goal there.
Yeah, that one stings a little. That was right off the face-off. Russo didn't see it through the traffic. It was a quick snapshot, and it's 2-1 Roger Williams.
When in doubt, shoot it to the non-glove hand. That's exactly what they did, and they got in the back of the net. 2-1 now.
Well, players are told to just put it on net, because anything could happen when you do put it on net, and that was a smart shot. Maybe he knew he was screened, maybe he didn't, but at the end of the day, it's 2-1.
Certainly not the start Marist wanted to have. Had a loss in the game against Siena. Don't want to let down here against Roger Williams.
Zach Taylor with a breakout pass.
Hickman.
It'll go to Hickman.
Tried to go to Buchik, but that puck is lost. This time it's going to be Marchio moves down the ice.
There was a partial 2-on-1 there, but good defense by the Red Foxes to keep them from getting a shot on goal. And players collide. 2-on-1 the other way.
And the clock had an issue there, so clock is stopped at 11:07. So clock's still going, but should be probably around, I would say, 10:45 instead of 11, as that one's going to hit the ceiling. They might reset, hopefully they'll change the clock, because it should not be 10:56. It should probably be about 10:46 with the clock stopped, so that's clock malfunction number 2 on the day. It's going to be a neutral zone face-off here. Barone makes a move, but the Hawks had it, and then give us it right back to Marist here. And there's the third one. So third clock malfunction of the day. Cormack pushing it forward to Wild. Wild over to Casey. Now Barone with it, just trying to push it down the ice. Trying to look for a space. Gets it down to Wild, and Wild just going to try to push it further up the ice, but wasn't able to do so, so he's going to try to take it himself, but pass it over to Casey now. Casey on the near side. Fighting for the puck now is Barone, just trying to clear it out so that it's not 2-on-1. It's going to be a delayed penalty coming up. So one of the Roger Williams guy will, looks like, head to the, no penalty called. Looked like he put his hand up earlier, but must have misread that one. Wild putting pressure from Marist, but it's not going to do much, as Rousseau is just going to cover that one up. 10 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in period number 2, according to the clock. Now, as you mentioned, 2 clock malfunctions within 10 seconds of each other. And the speakers, I think, got busted on that last time. Very staticky at points. Williams just putting a shot on net, and Rousseau caught it and then just put it right down after a couple seconds. Now in the middle, Rousseau tries to push it down, but Cetera gets shielded off.
That was a possible 3-on-1 for Marist. Now going back the other way.
Opportunity for Roger Williams, no cigar.
Russo with a big save on that breakaway chance, and he got another one. He stick to the side.
Certainly huge for Marist, with Rousseau having a much better performance today than he did yesterday. Roger Williams is going to want icing. They don't get it. It's going to be Hummel. Pushed it forward. Now we're going to see line changes from both sides.
Yeah, Kyle Hummel smartly put it in on Russo, forced him to grab the puck and cover up, and they're going to get an offensive zone faceoff, are the Hawks.
He thought he was staying in, but he's going to head to the bench.
They got to be careful that could have been too many men on the ice, as he took his time getting off the ice.
Normally you'd expect the official, though, to wait till, he does get off the ice, but they didn't. In front. Just using his stick that time to shield off, and that's going to be a save there.
Yeah, Hickman went behind the net, and he smartly put it in front of that, knowing that there was a couple guys there who could possibly get a stick on it, but nobody could. It's another cover-up for Sorensen.
Bauer to Heaney. Heaney in front. Tried to give it off to him, but wasn't able to do so, and they'll do it that time. Bauer, another pass in the middle, but no one's there when they try to pass it in the middle. Now Hawks, 2 guys there, but a lot of defensemen for the Red Foxes. No one's up this time, so they're just going to try to patch it up the ice and hope they get to the puck, but not really going to be helping out there as it goes to the middle, and it was Berg who came down with it. Pushed it over. Heaney's with it. He's got an opportunity, but mishandles it that time.
Yeah, that was a good look for him. John Heaney had a shot at tying the game. He just couldn't corral the puck, which has been a problem all night for either team. Puck's in the zone, deflected, and that's a big save by Sorensen to deflect it wide.
Yeah, Faraday had an opportunity, but a lot of traffic there kind of deflected it a little bit. Another one, that one's going to get deflected again, so stout defense.
Wild on the puck.
That one's going to hit the bar again. Wild there. Could have got a quick shot. He gets a shot anyways off of the pad.
Stayed in again.
Competing at a high level now. Keeping in the ozone. Barone. They want a quick line change. They get one quickly. We're the Hawks, but trying to push it up the ice, and they're able to do so, but now they're going to stop it with the stick down. And Foxes had the momentum, and then stoppage of play, and Casey's like, hey, why'd you stop? We wanted to continue the momentum there.
Delayed penalty. That's going to be a penalty called. That's going to be a slashing call. That's against Colin Barube. And the Red Foxes will go on a much-needed power play.
Colin Barube from Groton, Massachusetts.
He is not happy about it. He broke his stick. He thought he got slashed. He threw his stick onto the bench, and he's not happy sitting there.
So now down 1 goal if you're Marist on the power play. Got to need it here. And the Hawks are going to just try to shield the puck there and just let it stay there for a little while. Waste a couple of seconds off. And then they get it down the ice. Now it's Hickman. The near side. Gives it off. Tried to go to Stillman, but passes too far. Barone gets it back. Over to Buchik. Buchik gets shielded off by the Hawks, but Hickman comes down with the puck this time. He gets a shot. That one's deflected that time. And the Hawks are going to thought about pushing down the ice, but they're going to try to take it themselves. He's just going to get blocked that time by Barone.
That was a great opportunity, shorthanded for the Hawks. It was a 2-on-1, but Barone deflected away the puck, trying to get the pass across. They're going to lift it up. Hawks will get it.
Marshall on that last play, he throws his stick. He wanted a penalty called. He's fired up. Now Red Foxes 35 seconds on the power play in the O-zone here. Keogh puts a shot on net. Faraday wanted to try to get another shot. Wasn't able to do so. It's Wild with it now.
2 big saves by Sorensen there. Red Foxes couldn't get it by him.
Into Casey. Casey's shot was wide in front again. Casey tried to get another shot off Keogh. Over to Wild. They got 10 seconds on the power play. Another shot. That one gets deflected off. Faraday was in the middle there. And that one's going to go down the ice for the power play kill for Roger Williams.
Yeah, the Red Foxes had a couple chances there. They just couldn't get it by Sorensen, who stayed strong. And another opportunity there for Marist. Christian Wild tried to get it, but it was too far. Nearly a breakaway.
And that one goes in for Roger Williams. They get the 3rd goal of the game. Now they lead 3-1. Not something you want to have happen if you're Marist, have a power play, weren't able to finish, then right after the power play, Roger Williams scores.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate break. He came out of the penalty box, and he came out of the penalty box and switched out with Christian Barub for Christian Paris, who came in for him, and he was wide open and nobody accounted for him.
When you look at having to play 2 games, back-to-back days, do you think they were more focused necessarily on the Siena game and then you lose that one and it's a letdown and you kind of come out flat today?
Yeah, that definitely could be part of it. You know, a game where you could have won yesterday against Siena and it was a mental breakdown in the 3rd period, and you come here and you're still thinking about that, which hopefully they weren't thinking about it and just looking forward to move on to this game. But they are a little flat-footed. It's been ugly all game. They're now down by 2.
Penalty on Roger Williams this time. And again, this time it's Parker Defoe. So, Marist on the power play for 2 minutes. You're down 2 goals. You'd hope you'd get one here. Then by the time you start period number 3, you're only down 1 goal instead of down 2 is kind of the goal at this point.
Yeah,
got to take advantage here.
Yeah, late goal here would be huge going into the 3rd. Again, as you said, down by 1 is much better than being down by 2. And you got a little bit of momentum coming off that goal, too, if you do get one. Hawks with the pressure. Marist struggled with it. They finally get the puck out, and it's breakout pass along the edges.
Yeah, wanted to go a little quicker that time, and opportunity for Marist here with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in period number 2, but about 1 minute and 15. And the power play shot is right into the pads that time. That's going to be stopped.
Yeah, Braden Kehoe sent that in looking for a deflection. Nobody got it, and it's an easy save for Sorensen.
Three minutes left of period number 2.
Stoneman keeps the puck in along the sideboards.
To Hickman. Hickman over to Buchik. Back to Hickman. Hickman opportunity right off the chest pads of the goalie there. Stoneman finds the puck. He's going to give it off of the board to Barone. Barone going backwards, trying to shield off the defender. He's going to float it down to the far side this time, where Hickman is. He's just going to push it down forwards to get Marist downwards. But Roger Williams is just continuing to put the pressure as it's Defoe, one of the brothers that was in the box, and that is another clock malfunction.
Good opportunity there, shorthanded, and Marist, they're giving you the puck up again. Marist again sloppy on another power play.
10 seconds left in the penalty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even strength. Even strength.
Back to even strength because of the clock malfunctions. Makes it 4 on the day. We're only in period number 2. So missed opportunity for Marist on the power play. Weren't able to get a goal there, so now they're going to be down by 2. They're going to hope for a goal to happen in 1:35 left of period number 2, so you're only down 1 goal instead of 2 going into the last period. Opportunity!
That was a great pass by Michael Russo. It was a no-looker, but they couldn't corral it and couldn't get a shot off, and it's sent down the ice.
Younger Faraday over to Keogh. Keogh tries to make a move. Going to give it over to the other defenseman, which is Faraday. Now it's Satera. Going to try to push it up the ice, but doesn't want to get an icing call, so he does it Does so. Sotero with speed gets past one defender, but not the second one.
Last minute remaining in the second period.
Fans gotten a little quieter here, down by 2, and some of them are getting a little restless that Marist isn't doing anything. And this was supposedly a winnable game for Marist, and they should be winning this game, but it's just not what's happening right now. And Marist in the third
Still plenty
period,
of time left, though.
Marist in the third period really need to change what they're doing. Nothing has been working for them at all, and it's nearly another turnover.
I think especially you talk about it, you mentioned the crowd. It was a lot bigger of a crowd than many might expect, but the crowd just this entire time just seemed very quiet.
Another chance deflected. That's wide. Hawks putting pressure late in the period, and the puck cleared the zone, and that'll do it.
At the end of 2 periods, Roger Williams leads 3-1. Crowd's still here, but still quite restless. We'll be right back for period number 3 on the Marist Hockey YouTube channel. clock malfunction city during the break. There was about 2 or 3 clock malfunctions. You know, we love to see it, Nick.
Yeah, we do. Oh, there's another one. As soon as we start this period, it's another clock malfunction.
Just seems like it happens every single game. There's not really much you can do at this point in time, but it is what it is. Opportunity was there for
There's a penalty. That's Marco Santiago. Excuse me.
Santiago. Marco Santiago. Is there even a Marco Santiago, period? Oh. Marco Santiago.
Early power play for the Red Foxes. The clock shows 20 minutes, so the clock did not start yet.
Yeah, the clock has just been an issue throughout this entire season, so at this point in time, you might as well just ignore the clock. They keep talking about the clock, but they just want to play. Just play at this point in time. Clock is going to have issues no matter what.
Casey on the face-off. It's a loss, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Hawks.
But the Red Foxes get it right back. It's Keogh with it. He's going over to Wild. Wild with the puck at this point in time. And now it's going to go to Faraday.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity here for the Red Foxes early in this third period to get within 1 goal, which would be a huge difference for the momentum and energy that they have in this third period.
Inside move that time. That one goes right to the Hawks. As the Red Foxes are going to try to set things up. Opportunity for the Red Foxes. Oh, stopped by the goalie. Opportunity again for Kwong. And
another penalty.
Going to get knocked into the net.
It looks to be going against the Hawks, and it will be, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for a minute. The Red Foxes are being gifted a golden opportunity to get within 1.
And the clock, they adjusted it, so 18:42 remaining in period number 3, and Red Foxes down 2 goals here, but they're going to try to get one here, and right when I say it, another issue happens.
Face-off won by the Hawks, and they'll clear it down to Russo.
Clock has had issues throughout this entire game, and it's going to continue to have issues.
Crowd trying to get the Red Foxes in this game. They're set up now. Barone with a shot.
Oh, just wide that time.
Big blocker save by Sorensen.
Excellent job that time by Sorensen. Opportunity here for the Red Foxes.
A one-timer goes wide by Tyler Stoneman. He'll get his own rebound. He'll get another shot and another save. Sorensen covers up.
Yeah, great job that time by Sorensen.
With the 5-on-3 penalty winding down, we do not know how much time is left. As the clock is off again, it should soon be over. As there's a clear with 3 seconds left on the 5-on-4 penalty. Excuse me, 5-on-3 penalty. Now 5-on-4. Red Foxes coming up the ice. Dispossessed and sent back down.
Rousseau's going to pass it off. Goalie this time. Moving down the ice is Keogh. Keogh over to Casey. Casey with it this time. And it's the neutral zone. Tries to get past the neutral zone, but isn't able to do so. But this time it does get past, but it's Hawk ball. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for the Red Foxes. They're going to want to answer here. Great job so far by the Hawks. As Wild on the near side tries to get an opportunity, but collides happen, stick falls.
And another penalty.
11 seconds remaining in the penalty.
Or no, it might just be because the net is off of the moorings.
And so they're going to have a little bit of a line change.
Casey on the draw, he'll get the win, he'll get the puck back. Casey with a shot, deflected wide and out of play.
6 seconds remaining in the penalty, 16:48 remaining in period number 3. So not sure there's going to be much that the Red Foxes can do here.
5, 4, 3,
As the penalty winds down, look to get one more shot.
Side
And they do!
opportunity, they do! They score! The Red Foxes with an answer. They get goal number 2. How about that, Nick?
That is a big, big answer. As time expired on the power play, they finally get one to go in. It's 3-2.
16:39 in period number 3.
Kyle Butchick on the rebound, puts it through the legs of Sorensen. And it's a whole new game.
Rousseau over to Barone. Barone over to Rousseau. Rousseau tries to get it with Cetera. Cetera tries to go in the middle, but not much going on for them at that point in time. Stoneman pushes it forward for the Red Foxes. Foxes continue to have pressure on. Cetera with it. Looks like it might be a high stick.
The bench of the Red Foxes didn't like the call. Neither did some of the players, as it was indeed played with a high stick.
Tara loses the face-off for the Red Foxes, but they get the puck back. Some hand fighting there.
We're going to have another penalty coming up. The Red Foxes will go right back to the power play.
It's going to be Jack Woods who goes to the box for 2 minutes for the Hawks. Butchick for the face-off for Marist. It's wins. Barone trying to go inside. Didn't really get much. Moving it forward this time. Opportunity saved by Russo.
What a save! Anthony Russo!
Huge save there for the Red Foxes.
Another opportunity and another save by Russo. Now the Red Foxes can set up Stoneman behind the net.
Stoneman with it at this point in time. Gets into the neutral zone. Goes now into the O zone all alone pretty much. Makes a move. Gets a shot on. He gets knocked down. According to the clock, there's 1 minute and 10 seconds of the power play for Marist. Want an opportunity here. Gonna need a score if they want to tie this one right here. It's Hickman with speed. Onto the near side.
That was a delayed offside. He stopped and Jack Casey didn't know it, so Jack Casey would have been called offside, and now it's a turnover.
Foxes get it back, and he gets knocked down. Ref is right there. No call.
Crowd.
Red Foxes ticked off.
The crowd wanted a penalty. Nobody got it.
Casey with speed, making moves, but gets deflected by the Hawks. 25 seconds left of the power play for Marist. 14-20 remaining in this game. Marist down by 1. Certainly a lot of energy in this period number 3 compared to the other two, right, Nick?
Oh yeah, no, this period is looking very good. I don't know what was said, but the Red Foxes look much better in this period than they did in the prior first 2 periods.
Setting things up, and not going to be able to get a power play goal in this time, as they're now back to even strength, both sides.
Breakout pass too far for Sean Bruno, and that'll go down for an icing against Marist.
13:52 remaining in this one, and Red Foxes looking for 1 goal to tie it.
And I really do like the energy so far here in the 3rd period for the Red Foxes. A lot of great opportunities, mostly coming from that power play. They got to keep pushing, and they're going to keep getting those power plays.
And that one stays in play.
Wild was racing for the puck. He's behind the net.
He's got it now, skating around. He gets knocked down for a split second, but gets it off. Clock malfunction yet again. Gotta love to see it at this point in time.
Good defensive play
By Barone, and now it's Casey with space, but that's going to be an icing. Doesn't get down there in time, so offensive zone for the Hawks. 13:38 remaining in this one now. Roger Williams still leads 3-2. It's Berloni for the face-off for Roger Williams. They, I guess, won it, but it goes right to the goalie, and he's just going to cover it up as Wild with speed. Put some energy there.
Yeah, let's see if Marist can win a face-off here and try to get another shot on Sorensen, who has been coming up big here in this 3rd period when he's been called on.
Heaney for the face-off for Marist. Wasn't able to win that one. And they're going to wave it off.
That was sent out of the play into the Hawks bench. Another face-off win for the Red Foxes. Sends it behind the net.
Wager Bauer to Heaney. But that one gets blocked. Wager Bauer back to Heaney on the near side. Heaney just putting a shot on net. Just going to get a glove save. That time was Saracen. One of the assistant captains for this squad.
Face-off win for the Foxes.
Patera inside to Rousseau, but Rousseau lost it. Stoneman over to Rousseau. Passing, moving forward for the Hawks, and they're going to get a shot just wide that time. Now 12:40 remaining in period number 3. Rousseau with speed, trying to get to the puck. Isn't able to do so, but puts pressure, but he gets knocked down. He's down for a little bit. He looks like he's shaken up. Opportunity shot around. Still fighting for the puck. Rousseau gets back, and he gets the puck. He's going to pass it off. Looks like he's going to try to get off the ice. He's getting off slowly, but he does. Opportunity again. Weren't able to get there.
Marist keeping it in the zone.
Taylor
Quick
shot
off the crossbar.
That was very close by Taylor on that one, but just wide. Off the boards, it's Keogh with it, the assistant captain for Marist with speed on the far side. Shot right into the glove of Saracen. .11:50 remaining. Well, clock continues to... Clock house malfunctions. And that's an opportunity for Marist. That one goes wide of the net. But they continue to put pressure on as Williams put pressure on for the meantime. Now it's going to be Buchik who puts pressure. Looking for the puck. And Marist is the one that comes down with it. Passing it to their captain, Barone. Barone going the opposite way. Now to the near side was Williams. He pushes it forward. They're going to continue to move it forward. It is Hickman who tries to make a move, but he's just going to be stopped. Puts a lick. And the Hawks come down with it.
That was a good defensive play to break up that partial breakaway that would have been for the Hawks. And on that play was Richard Williams, who actually deflected that puck.
Good move by Barone, just pushing up the ice. Tried to give it over to Bruno, but just went out of his reach.
Kept in the zone by the Red Foxes. They'll send it down the boards.
Being shielded there. Marist wanted a call, but they didn't get anything. Now the Hawks, 2-on-1 opportunity. Pad save that time by Rousseau. Ten minutes remaining in the period, even though the clock reads 11:50.
Refs discussing something at neutral ice.
Bird, who reffed the game last time, is reffing this game. One of the officials. So it's good to see him back for game number 2 of this weekend. And they got the clock back to working in the meantime. This has to be a career high for clock malfunctions in a game. What are we at, like 8?
I don't know. I stopped counting after a little bit.
And that's going to be an icing.
It was a Red Fox face-off win, and Stoneman sent it down, trying to get it to one of his teammates.
Tried to give it to Rousseau. Rousseau was on his side. Thought Rousseau had enough speed, but just went too far.
And I did like that mindset. They were trying to get a quick breakaway and a quick opportunity to try to tie this game.
Pushing it forward. And that puck is going to die, so no icing, but pressure ensues by Marist. It's Rousseau who gets his stick involved that time. That one's going to float down. Satera sees he's only got one defenseman, so he helps out, and he nails that one to the board. Now it's Rousseau to set things up. 9 minutes left. Now it's Keogh. Off the board. Now it's Heaney with it. Pushing it forward. Almost got out of play, but stays in. It's Rousseau. Just out of his reach that time. Now it's Keogh. Keogh's going to put the pressure on. Sees that he's got guys in front, but blocked. Now it's Wagerbauer with it. He still got it. He gets hit by the assistant captain of the Hawks. Richie Williams putting a couple hits in. Wagerbauer in front. Push it over to Faraday, but no, it wasn't Faraday. It was Berg who fell down. That's going to be an icing. 8:11 remaining in this game. Red Foxes with a face-off in the O-zone.
Face-off win for the Hawks. They go behind the net. Pressure by the Foxes. They'll send it back around the net and up the boards. Kept in. Send it to the corner boards. A fight for it. Hawks couldn't get it out. They now have possession. They now do finally get it out. Barone race for a puck. Icing waved off. Barone will send it up
To Williams, who loses it, and the Hawks recover. But then the Hawks lose it and goes right back to Marist. Hickman moving forward now into the O-zone. Off the board again.
Deflecting puck in front. Marist got away with one.
Now the Hawks are going to try to set it up at this point.
Hawks sending up the boards as a partial 3-on-2.
Moving it forward. Opportunity was there for the Hawks, but went right to Marist. Off of the Hawks that time. Pushing it forward. Now it's Casey on the near side. Puts a shot in. That one's going to go out of play for an O-zone face-off for Marist. 3-2. 6:20 remaining. As we fix the camera in the meantime, and we are back pretty shortly.
Hawks put a shot on, deflected by Russo and out of play.
That goes way above the bar.
Hawks have it in their own zone. Looking for a breakout pass, they do get one. Pat Codine just sends it down the ice.
The Foxes with it for the meantime.
Pass to Stoneman goes wide. Icing is waved off. Puck took a funny bounce off the boards. Stoneman tried to center to Elliot Berg, who couldn't corral the puck.
Now fight for the puck. Opportunity gets blocked there. So Roger Williams trying to continue their stout defense.
Breaking out the other way. Breaking out the other way. He'll send it to Russo. Just trying to wind that clock down. Holding a 1-goal lead is Roger Williams.
Hawks wanted a line change on that last one. They got it. So they just put it forward instead of continuing the pressure up. Long line shift there. Keogh pushes it down the ice. Moves it forward. He's trying to snap it a little bit. Now it goes to the captain and Defoe. Defoe puts a shot. That's wide and high.
Ooh, it took a funny deflection in front of Russo. Nearly he had to make a quick warning save.
Now it's on the other end. Now back down that end. Red Foxes 4:30 down by a goal here. Hickman with a move. He's got space. He puts a shot on. Just doesn't connect.
No Red Foxes in that zone for the rebound. That was a perfect opportunity. If you had a Red Fox in there, you would have gotten a rebound and had a chance to tie the game. I think Hickman saw it as well because he put the shot on. Nobody got a rebound and he shook his head.
Barone gets hit. Hits him from behind just a little bit. Push him out was Barone. Heaney with it. Fighting for the puck. He's trying to get the puck. Now they're going to wave it off. As it looks like one of the Hawks might be going to the box, but neither of them do. So we're back to action 3:52, according to the clock. Ref's just making sure the clock is right because had some inaccuracies. Wild was down there with Bruno, but weren't able to get an opportunity with 2-on-1 there. Ferry just pushing it down the ice. Just want to continue to have pressure on this team. Now it's Fairdy. Pushing it further. Over to Casey. Casey tried to manipulate it and push it forward, but didn't do so. Now it's Casey gets it right back, though, with speed. And penalty. Looks like it's going to be a penalty. And more extracurriculars ensue. Just trying to get everyone away at this point. There was an announcement made, but I don't know, did you hear what it said? All I heard was 3:03.
There will be a countdown either from 10 or 30 seconds. Just to make sure there's no more clock malfunction, and just in case there is, he'll be counting down, the PA announcer.
3 minutes remaining in the third period.
At this point, you're down 1 goal. When would you consider pulling the goalie?
I would say around 2 minutes, and of course, with puck possession, that is key.
Yeah, you got to have puck possession before you even can consider pulling the goalie.
Crowd getting a little antsy with every little thing that happens. They know what's about to happen, and they know that they need to score. They'll send it down the ice. We'll keep an eye on Russo.
And that goes into the ceiling and back down. .2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in period number 3. Roger Williams leads 3-2. That one's going to be stopped and saved by Saracen. And now extracurriculars ensue. Seems like last game against Siena there was more physicality than there was today, but they're going to try to make more physicality late in this game.
We're going to get a timeout from the Red Foxes.
So if you're Coach Hurlbert, what do you say?
You got to keep that pressure going. This period has been looking very good. The start of this third period, I would say about the first 10 minutes, looked really good for the Red Foxes. There's a lot of pressure that they were giving the Hawks, and you got to keep that going, and you got to pull the goalie.
Yeah, I mean, should be interesting to see when they pull the goalie. It's 1:54 now. If they continue to have possession, you could see it around 1:30. You could see it around 1 minute. Certainly should be happening shortly, especially with 1:54. And on the other side, though, if you're Roger Williams, do you say anything or just say keep it up?
You can't let him get You can't let him get an opportunity. I'm pretty sure he's going to be talking to mostly the defense and say, you got to protect that puck. You got to protect your goalie. Don't let him get in the middle or a high-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, Marist just wants to get in the back of the net, so.
We'll see if Russo goes back to the net or he'll stay.
He'll at least start. He'll at least start in net, and then they might.
Nope, he's going off right now. They're calling it. Empty net for the Red Foxes. It'll be a 6-on-5. 1:54 left in the third period.
Marist being aggressive here. Barone, opportunity in front. Stoneman had an opportunity. Another opportunity. Puck's loose. Now this time, Keogh has it. Keogh pushing it around to Casey. Casey to Wild. Wild with an opportunity. Another opportunity! That one goes in the back of the net! They tie it at 3! 1:36 in this one.
That was splendid pressure. Great pressure by the Red Foxes. They kept putting it on the net, and they got the rebound they needed. 1:36 to go. We are tied at 3. Ryan Miller.
How about that? Right away, you pull the goalie, get an extra guy, and you're able to get so, and Sean Bruno with that goal. .136 is still on the clock, period number 3. Opportunity now for the Hawks. Red Foxes are going to push it down the ice, though. Buchik over to Hickman. Hickman shot saved. 1 minute, 7 seconds. Now you're tied in this one. Do you consider taking the goalie out for the win?
I would not, with the way that this game is being played. You would want to be aggressive, but not that aggressive that you give the other team a chance to score on an empty net.
We'll see. Minute 7 at the end of this one. Thanks again for joining us on the Marist Hockey YouTube channel. Now we got a minute. Wild. Faraday. Wild puts a hit. Casey involved. Wild gets the thought about getting the puck back, but the Hawks have an advantage, but blocked. Pushed away. 35 seconds remaining in period number 3 now. Pushing it forward now was Williams. And that's going to be icing. 26.6 seconds left. Roger Williams and the O-Zone. How about this? What a game.
This is a fun game, especially in the third period. The energy by both teams is definitely way up there. They know what's on the line, which is a win.
Face-off won by the Hawks. Off the board. Now 20 seconds remaining in this. Pushing it forward.
One last push for Marist. Here
Out
they
of
come.
Casey. 10 seconds. 8. They got to get a quick shot off. Doesn't look like either team will, but the Hawks have an opportunity. Got to shoot quick. Gets a shot off, and that's wide.
And we have overtime here
The end
in the
of
Can Ice
3.
Arena.
The end of 3. Tied at 3. And we will be right back for overtime. And we're back to action for overtime. 5-minute overtime.
3-on-3.
First one scores wins.
A lot of open ice here for both teams.
How do you feel about open ice?
It's much easier for the players, a lot more opportunities. And they'll just keep possessing the puck, because that's key about overtime, the puck possession.
Certainly Marist wants to win this game, especially coming off a loss against Siena last night. Hickman with it.
Hickman takes his time. He'll now bring it up. Hickman going coast to coast. He'll take it back.
And
Let his teammates change.
Line change. This is just keep away.
It's all about the possession in overtime.
Casey to Barone. Barone with it.
Barone
loses
lost
it.
the puck. Oh, they tripped. That could have been bad for them, but Sean Casey could not get there.
Opportunity here for Marshall. Shot blocked by Barone. Marshall. Over to Berman. Now back to Marshall. Berman with it now. 3:20 left in overtime. Now over to Santigati. Opportunity. He falls down.
Here we
Could've
go.
wanted something here. Casey with it.
1-on-1.
Opportunity wide left. Now Keogh. And now it goes out of play. 3 minutes. And clock continues to run. So I guess another clock malfunction. I was gonna have a funny joke for the listeners. It's 3-3 period. Well, it says period 3, even though we're in overtime with 3 minutes left. So a lot of threes would have been on the scoreboard.
Hawks have it behind their own net. Looking to break out with some speed.
This time it's Defoe, the young Parker Defoe, normally the defenseman, who has been in the box a couple times today. 2:30 in overtime.
Hawks looking to set up.
Marist. Over to Roloni. Marist. Opportunity right off the board. Now the Red Foxes have it. It's Taylor. But he loses it pretty quickly after having it. Line change happens for the Red Foxes. Shot on net. Goes off the glove, and Wild found the puck. And that one goes wide. 1:50 remaining in overtime.
Here's a chance for
Opportunity
Wild.
for Wild!
Couldn't
Gets
get a
stopped.
shot off.
Nice dive on that time by the Hawks, not allowing a goal there. 1:30 in OT now. Fans starting to stand up.
Hickman looking for his options. He'll send it across to Christian Wild, who lost the puck. Delayed offsides is going to be the call. Marist gets back. Here comes the Hawks.
With speed are the Hawks. That's going to be a shot wide. Red Foxes want to get the puck quickly. They don't. But Hickman comes down with it, but he gets hit hard. Last minute here, so now it's down to 55 seconds here. The Hawks with the puck. Now down to 50. With speed are the Hawks. But they got an opportunity. No! Just wide for the Hawks. Now it's going to be Rinker, the defenseman for the Hawks, who's going to set things up. Line change for them. Rinker.
Bad pass.
Santigate, but it's going to go too forward, out of the reach.
Another
now it's
bad
20
pass.
seconds. Couple passes, opportunity,
Wrap
pushed
around,
away.
couldn't get it. Kept in the zone. Nobody there. Hickman chasing for the puck.
Hickman
his
has
skates.
it right by his feet. Two guys for the Hawks want it. 3 seconds. Now it's going to go down to 0.9 seconds for this, but it's going to be a save. So right now the Hawks are going to need to win the face-off and get it in the back of the net extremely quickly.
The Hawks are going to go with pull their goalie to get the extra guy out there, but I still don't think there's enough time to get a shot off.
Well, I mean, that makes sense to pull the goalie there because there's basically not a lot of time, so you're going to try for an opportunity. The
I
clock
think right off
says
the faceoff, they're going to go
0.9.
for a shot, which he did, and they couldn't get it.
So at the end of overtime, so 3-3 after overtime number 1. We'll be right back right after this. All right, and we're back.
We are in a shootout.
And it's going to be forward.
Alex forward in on Russo.
Hawks. That's saved!
Anthony Russo with a big save.
Forward, couldn't get it forward into the nets.
James Hickman now.
For Marist.
The crowd is loud. He's going to be on Sorensen. Going in on
One of the leaders
Sorensen.
here is Hickman. Goes to the near side first, then tries to cut back in. He gets stopped.
That was
That
a
time.
beautiful move. Oh, my.
Great stop there by Saracen.
So far, the goalies are being held up strong. Christian Paris in for the shootout shot.
So Paris for the Hawks. He gets it in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Top left corner.
Now it's going to be Stoneman, the Arizona State transfer for the Red Foxes. One of their leading points getter for Marist as he goes to the near side first, then going into the middle. And that one almost went into the net after it went into his glove, but that one stopped.
Well, it all comes down to this shot. If the Hawks score, game over. Russo with the save. Marist gets one last opportunity to tie and to go into extra rounds.
Marist should have to get their goal, but it's Pat Conadetti from Bristol, Rhode Island with the shot. That's saved!
Here we go. This is it. Now or never.
And they are going to go to their captain in a big spot, big situation. Casey.
Getting words from his teammates on who already shot the puck, telling him where to go. Captain Jack Casey, it's up to him.
Everybody's went to the near side every single time. This time he kind of goes to the far side. And that one's going to be saved. Roger Williams comes up big. Saracen, huge performance in shootouts. They win that one in shootouts. 1-0 in the shootouts. Ends up being 4-3. Thank you guys for tuning into the Marist Hockey YouTube channel. Alongside Nick Passione, I'm Derek DeGallo. See you guys next time.